It's bike day!
What's going on, guys? So today we're actually going to go pick up a new motorcycle, well, new to her motorcycle for Miss Victoria here.
That's me.
The bike in question is an 01 Kawasaki Ninja 500R, or the EX 500. This will be the first bike that Victoria gets to work on, and this will be the first Kawasaki that I get to work on. Up until now, it's been the Yamaha Maxim that I worked on, that I owned, and then the XJ600 that I own. So this will be an interesting experience. But we're about to go pick it up secondhand, paying a pretty good price for it, and obviously we're gonna have to get home and take care of a few things on it. But I'll talk to you more about that in a bit. Oh shit. What's going on, guys? We're back. As you can see, this is a Kawasaki EX 500. And no, it is not running properly. So let's see. We got some front end work to do. The forks need to be redone, brakes need to be redone. They're freaking me out a little bit. Also the I don't like those mirrors. Yeah, those brakes barely work. Whoa! Something kicked. Alright, so what just happened is something obviously cleared out of the carburetors. This gas is about 2 years old. It's got some seafoam in it right now to try and clear everything up. But yeah, that's obviously with the brakes barely working, I'm really trying to, like, you know, keep my distance and whatnot. So the grand plan with this is we're going to take it back to my place, and Victoria and I are going to start getting into it, tear it apart. Obviously, custom build. A lot of this right now is just because this thing hasn't moved in like forever and a day. So it all needs to be kind of like blown out and whatnot. Not bad acceleration considering the bike doesn't have, it's got a vacuum leak and it's got old ass gas in it. Not sure how I feel about this stance though, but this is not going to be my bike, this is going to be Victoria's bike, so it's kind of more whatever's up to her. I mean, it's pretty nimble, pretty light, pretty nimble. Right now, the front forks definitely need to be serviced. There's a lot of, you know, there's a lot of play in them. Not too bad. So this is the 01 Kawasaki Ninja R. It's the EX, not the standard ZX that you're probably thinking of. So it's not the sport bike. This is more of what they'd call a sport touring bike. Doesn't feel too bad right now. It feels like it's got like no acceleration. But like I said, that's because it's got a vacuum leak and old gasoline. Clutch feels good. throttle play is good. Got some serious wobble in the front end. You can see that's happening. Now you can see the bar is shaking, but I don't think these are weighted. So everything will have to be gone through, and probably gonna weight the bars. I think I've got a set of bar ends that'll work on this. Oh God. But we're excited to get into this, start tearing it apart and see what's what. So ought to be an interesting bit, but we'll see what Victoria says about it once we get a chance to sit and talk. So please hold.
So we just put on new brake pads. Now we're doing the back ones. How are we looking?
Front brake pads, perfect. Rears are about to get done. Had to take the whole side fairing off so I can get to the reservoir. I can take a look and see what's what. There you go. It starts, it runs. A little bit of a vacuum leak. Carb's gonna be torn apart and cleaned. It does run. Someone is very excited. We took care of the brakes, and we're going to take care of more stuff as it comes along. So far, so good. So right now, Victoria is spraying down the bike. I sprayed it down with some degreaser, just so we can try and knock off some of the gunk that's still on it. All in all, pretty good condition considering. Alright folks, so it's the next day. We had to stop to, clean up and eat dinner and all that fun jazz. Yesterday was just about getting the brakes on. In my opinion, when it comes to working on a new vehicle, doing any builds or anything like that, does it run? Does it stop? Does it go? Obviously, a little different yesterday because we had to get the bike here, but it runs, so we need to make sure it stopped properly. Like I said while I was riding it, it had kind of pull and pray with brakes. You pull them, you pray you slow down enough. Not good. So, took care of that yesterday. Bled out the whole system, put new pads on, new fluid, the whole 9 yards. Now it actually stops, so that's good. The next thing is going to be do the oil change out the spark plugs, all the boring maintenance stuff before we get into any of the cool stuff. So, I don't want to record too much of the boring stuff because it's not of any interest. I wouldn't want to sit there and watch somebody changing spark plugs and whatnot, so I'm not going to force you guys to. But, main focus was just getting the bike here. See, she's here now. A little cleaner. Main focus was getting the bike here, and this way we can take care of it and get it road ready. Doesn't matter how cool it looks if it's not worthy of the road. So, it's here. I'm going to take care of all the things to get it road worthy. Then we'll start worrying about customizing and whatnot. We've got a plan. We're focusing on it. Things will be good.
Pretty sure oil is not supposed to look like that. Ew!
Look at the consistency
No,
of that.
Oh.
Could be worse.
Okay, so if you ever find rust like that, or you have little dings and scratches, I went online, and the best way to save money and to do this, wet some aluminum foil and just go to town. And as you can see, it gets some of the rust up, and it's pretty cost effective.
Alright, so I went to go take the air filter off, because I gotta get the carbs off. I found this. And look at all the crud in there. This is one of the cruddy things about working on a used bike, you know, getting it and working on it yourself. You don't know what the condition of anything might be. This looks like insulation. This looks like at one point there might have been an animal living in the airbox. Lovely. All right, folks. So, end result, I cleaned out the carburetors, put new O-ring gaskets in those. We did the oil change, cleaned out a mouse nest from the airbox. I'm still running the dirty air filter right now. And I currently don't have any of the fairings on because I was only doing parts and parts, and they were gonna get painted anyways. Might put them back on for a test ride, but check it out. Purring like a kitten. And even the fan kicks. So I still have to do the front forks, change out the oil and whatnot. But for all intents and purposes, in terms of getting the bike road ready, I think she's ready. Gotta get her tagged now. Victoria's on that. And once we got a license plate, then we can actually take it out on the road. Gotta do it legal, you know. And we'll take it out on the road and give it an actual test ride. I'm pretty certain that the test ride will be good. We won't have any concerns there, and we'll be ready to rock and roll. So, then the fun begins. Actually, the customization and whatnot. So, look forward to that in the future. If you like the bike, if you think it sounds good, hit the like button. And leave me a comment. What do you think? Street Fighter, maybe? I don't know, and that's all up to Victoria. But leave a comment. Let me know what you all think. Until next time, keep rocking and rolling. I'll keep taking care of business.